I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I finally found a great PlayStation Portable game. And it's not what I was expecting to earn the first ever title for the platform. After 10 other PSP games being reviewed, I've found most being awful from technical problems and the worst controls imaginable, which are definite downsides to the PSP only fanboys will defend. Thankfully though, after dredging my way through almost a dozen PSP games, I found one that's quite something else. This is Gladiator Begins, a strategic hack and slash survival game where you're a slave forced to fight in the arena and make your way to the top and possibly buy your freedom. Of course, for that to happen, you must first create your character. Unlike most games, this one doesn't discriminate, for Rome believes in equal rights, equal fights. So be a man or a woman, get over Kotaku, choose average or muscular body type, choose your face, hair, skin and hair colors, then your name and country/region of origin. I chose Britannia as its home of the Picts. Then, distribute some points into 3 stats of your choosing. You have Vitality, which determines your overall health, Endurance for skill attacks, and finally, Strength for the damage you can deal, and overall weight capacity for gear and item box storage for loot and other stuff. After this, you're taken away by a man in uniform off screen in what looks kind of... Oh no. Next up is a forced tutorial. God, I hate those. But in all honesty, it does teach you the importance of the game. And this isn't a game where you can just screw around in. You have to give it your all or face punishment. I mean, you're a slave, property of a noble. You screw up and oh boy. So here, you can learn the basics of movement, attack, skills, and more. We'll cover it real quick. Analog stick is to move, R1 is to block and lock on, as well as change the camera around because you know the PSP only had one analog stick. The face buttons each do a different kind of attack, X for low, triangle for high, circle for right, square for left. Using the L1 on top of the 4 face buttons allows you to use a skill, but only if you're using the correct equipment. Some require a shield, dual swords, bare hands, or single sword. These can be your edge in battle, or your downfall if you find yourself unable to utilize them in the arena. So, as you play with each of the 4 types of combat, sword, sword and shield, dual swords, bare hands, you'll level them up and unlock new skills for each of these categories. But as you also level them up, you earn skill points to upgrade your skills. This increases their effectiveness, but in turn, adds to the stamina cost. So a shield bash can deal huge damage, but at the cost of exhausting you into vulnerability and costing you the match if not careful. Once you're brought to the arena, you can go over your equipment, check your stats, heal your wounds at a massive cost that isn't worth it, especially early on, as you barely have any money until you get further into the game, sell loot, and of course, do well in battle to entertain the crowd. Oh, god damn it.
Are you not entertained? No!
I got myself into that reference, didn't I? Oh well. Anyways, once you get into the arena, your goal is to win, no matter what. Beat your opponent or the opponents within the time limit, or just beat the amount needed to win. The better you perform, the better the money earned, and the amount of loot I think you can take. The most I could take from the arena was 3 items. This is a good way to get rich, let alone stay stocked up on better gear if you don't have the money to buy a better sword, shield, arm guards, leg guards, or helmet. Those are the categories for equipment, by the way. There's several types of matches in the arena, but I only ever got to participate in 3 kinds. These being survival, where you must fight roughly 3 other gladiators at once and beat them all, or survive within the time limit, which is not an easy thing, as they gain up on you and they all just continuously attack and you barely get any room to attack them without one of them trying to attack you while you're attacking the other. It's very unbalanced. Next up is Battle Royale, and no stupid Fortnite dances are included, for fuck's sake.
Relax.
Ugh. Sorry, I just hate how Fortnite basically ruined the concept of Battle Royale with its stupid toonish shit and freaking dances. I hate this stupid shit. Anyways, in Battle Royale, you face up to, think about 5 opponents at once. There's about 6 of you total, all vying for victory. Be the last one standing as everyone gangs up on each other, including you, to thin the herd to only 2 remain. This is easily my favorite match type. So many people fighting at once is pure chaos. Hearing everybody clashing swords and being bashed up against the cage wall, seeing the blood splatter everywhere, and hearing people scream in agony. Oh, that's definitely my favorite match. And then finally, the last mode I got to participate in is Team Battle, where I fought with 1 fellow gladiator against 3 others. This of course is Bull, and the poor guy basically always got destroyed, except once, where I was able to keep him alive, let alone not knocked out. The 3 always gang up on him, and friendly fire is a thing, and it will cost your performance anytime you land a hit on a friend. This also adds more tension and strategy needed to win any team battle. Now, after every match, based on your performance, you earn attribute points for your 3 main stats, gold, and a title. These titles can reflect on your capabilities, such as being a piss poor dodger or even a fast fighter. With your loot and winnings, you may think to visit the shop, only available once at the arena. The last thing to cover is the shop, or armor as they call it. Same thing. Anyways, here you can buy new gear, sell old gear, rebuy old gear, or refine your gear. I didn't understand how refining works, so I can't explain it. Apparently you need an item that is blessed to refine it or whatever. But here you can sell your loot, which is what I do. If I see nothing I want after a match, I just grab the most valuable item, or items if I'm allowed more than one based on my performance, then sell it here for easy money for emergencies like healing or needing new gear in the future. I did pick up a new shield as well as an arm guard and 2 leg guards. I like how things can not match if you let it. Makes your gladiator look more authentic by being a mishmash of various armor pieces. At the end of the day, Gladiator Begins shocked me at being one of my favorite PSP games yet, which I wasn't expecting. From what I read about it, people hated this game. I don't know why. It's not that bad, and still holds up quite well. It's a great game worth your time, as I recommend it without a doubt in my mind. We definitely need more good Gladiator games, especially non-mobile and or live services like most tend to be these days. I did find another one for the PS2 that I'll cover in the future. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.